Why are we talking about climate change in the middle of a war? Why are we talking about climate change in the middle of a pandemic? Because time and again, we have let politics overshadow climate conversations. We have let the pandemic come in the way of climate policy. It's time to take a fresh look at our priorities, we say. It's time to bring the focus back on climate change, and for that, today is as good a day as any. Climate change, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest crisis of our times. You may be surprised to learn that climate-related incidents kill more people every year than violence. We're talking about at least 15 times more deaths. So this is not an environmental problem anymore. This is a humanitarian problem. Our planet is heating up, our lives are in danger, our future generations are in danger. A child born today becomes a smoker from day one. Air pollution has become the fourth largest threat to human health, only behind high blood pressure, dietary risks, and smoking. And this is just one of the many, many problems at hand. Some of you in the audience would agree with me when I say that Delhi would never be this warm on a March evening. But look at the temperature on your phones now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is climate change. Ignoring it is no longer an option. So I welcome you to this summit, Climate Calling, the last chance to answer the climate emergency. I'm happy that so many of you answered our calls, and so many of you have traveled across oceans to join us. And a big thank you to those of you who are joining us virtually today, and to our audience for tuning in from nearly 200 countries. I would also like to thank our sponsors, Green Partner Go Mechanic, and WION Climate Summit, co-powered by Fujitsu General and Mobius Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll all be happy to learn that WION is also at the forefront of climate reportage. I'm very proud to say that we are the only international channel which has a daily show dedicated to climate stories. WION understands the gravity of this crisis, and WION is sincere in its efforts to raise awareness. I'm proud to introduce to you the concept of WION.
Plaguing Afghanistan. City of Mariupol, over 2,100 people in the city died.
It is going to be unprecedented.
The looting started early Saturday.
The police have called this criminality unacceptable.
Hamas rocket that was fired into the city.
Conflict or climate.
For what in Hong Kong are called compulsory testing orders.
Pandemic or politics.
The announcement of the AUKUS, where does that leave the Quad?
There is use of weaponry as there.
Make yourself as small as possible.
War and peace. The world's channel of choice is WION. Reliable, factual, intelligent, and clutter-free. India's first global news channel is setting the agenda worldwide, with human stories that should be told.
Potentially a different way forward.
Extensive airstrikes against Gaza.
Questions that must be asked.
The President was one of those who gave 16th of February as the possible date of invasion.
We call it a terrorist group.
Analysis that can be trusted.
As Western countries, which are historically, morally, politically, and perhaps even financially responsible for climate change.
See the amount of firing that has been done in order to push back the Taliban.
I wear this mask. This is how it's going to look.
The jets that get sent to Ukraine.
The cost of oil has absolutely rocketed.
Ground reportage that takes you straight to the action.
Nuclear-powered weapons.
India's pride, the world's choice. With a footprint in nearly 200 countries. At the top of global digital charts. And at the heart of every action.
Police really here are taking no risk.
WION is all you need. WION is all in one. WION, world is one.